can you tell me why are you doing it? Like, I've told you your bike's in the way. Is it like, what is it? Tell me. I'm just dying to know. What is it? Why won't you move your bike to stop impeding traffic? I'm just curious. There's nobody here but me and you, dude. So here we go. It looks like there is another copper has got. Looks like there's a car accident up here, but I want to check it out. You know, you just never do know. You never know how it's going to go. The whole idea as a cop watcher is that you're going to sit there and watch the cops. Oh man, what a bummer. That looks awful. Oh, man, that looks terrible. I guess he's not so concerned for officer safety with his back turned right there, is he? I thought there would be a concern for officer safety. He's got his back turned. So there's always this never-ending thing about officer safety. But this guy's got his motorcycle. You don't have Are you afraid for officer safety? You're in the road. Are you afraid of officer safety? No, I know. I'm just like, the number one thing for cops is officer safety. So I'm all right. So then I guess we can now put into the can that it is not about officer safety. That every time they say that it's for officer safety, it's not. If it was for officer safety, he would pull his bike in a little bit. Like, why would he have his motorcycle out in the street right there? Like, I'm not sure if you guys can see this or not, but there's the road right there. And then, like, here's the car. And then, like, here's the copper. You see that? Like he's right there. Like, he's out in the road. Like, it's always for officer safety, right? Everything's about officer safety. How come the cop's in the street? How come I can walk behind him right now? I'm just wondering. Doesn't seem like it's a real safe place to be. I'm just saying. Does that? I mean, it just looks like it's unsafe to me.
Hey, sir, you're fine to record, but you mind just standing over there?
I'm just on a public sidewalk, officer. I'm not doing anything. Like, I mean, I'm already suing LMVNPD. I mean, I can sue you guys again, but I'm not doing anything. I'm not interfering with you. I'm just. You said you were filling out your report, so I stopped talking to you. You said I'm filling out a report, so you're in the street. I think it's dangerous, so you told me I'm filling out a report. So what did I do? I stopped talking to you because I didn't want to distract you while you're in the street, and it's dangerous for you. It is dangerous, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to see. I mean, I don't like cops, but I don't want to see you get hit by a car, bro. You know what I'm saying? As per usual, they want me to move my feet from my position. Why? I'm not in any way, shape, or form interfering with this copper, but he wants me to move my feet. I mean, you guys heard me when he said I'm filling out my report, or somebody fill my report out. I look at the guy. He's in the street, like clearly, like on the edge of the street. Like, matter of fact, his tablet right there. Just see the tablet right there. The tablet that he's typing on. If it's really for officer safety, I'm just like, look. Let me just show you. Sorry about that. Sorry about the camera work here. But like, you can see this copper is clearly, like, you can see that this copper is clearly in the road. That the tablet that he's typing on literally almost leans over into the traffic lane. I'm just looking at it on the other camera here. So, you know, that whole officer safety thing must not be true then. I mean, I'm standing directly behind the guy. He recognizes me. He sees me in my two cameras, recognizes me as a human being on the street. I'm standing, though, just for that whole officer safety thing. Don't stand behind me. Let me just show you. I'm standing directly, like I couldn't be any more behind the guy than I am right now. So I guess, when would be the most opportune time for a psychopath to attack coppers? When the scene is heated and things are intense, or to walk up when they're not looking, right? So you figure that the fear is the wrong word. The legitimate cause for concern would be if someone was behind you when there was nothing going on that was intense. So I'm always hearing about officer safety. Doesn't really seem like officer safety is paramount. I'm just saying. It's a great shot. Down Flamingo, looking at the palms right there. That's a great shot, isn't it? It's beautiful, huh? I mean, it's as beautiful as buildings and streets can be. But the lights and the whole thing, you know, it's cool. I mean, look how close the bus is to the car. Look how close, look. But it's about officer safety. The bus was like 1 inch from the motorcycle, but it's about officer safety. See, and everybody thinks that my hands shake when there's cops. You can't really see it, but see that? My hands start to shake after I hold them out for I'm at 5-6 minutes right now recording this. So my hands, I can feel both hands. Stop. And that has nothing to do with adrenaline or fear. Just when you hold your shoulders and your arms out for that period of time, your arms are going to get tired. I mean, it's for officer safety, though. Officer safety, as you know, officer safety. I mean, let's see how close these cars are to this motorcycle right here. There's a motorcycle right there. Let me get a better shot when there's cars coming back down this road over here. I mean, that copper literally wanted me to move my feet again, which I can't really understand. I don't know why that is. So now he's standing. In the road, no yellow vest. I mean, there's lights going though. But if it's for officer safety, you'd pull that motorcycle right in here behind this car that's been smashed, and you'd worry about your own safety. And the number one way a copper in America is hurt is through what? Their car. So it would be the same thing for this copper here. It's a motorcycle. And so what you're talking about is that it's not really for officer safety. I mean, look how close these cars. I mean, look, is it about officer safety or is it not about officer safety? They only use that for the Supreme Court holdings. They don't use it for actual officer safety. So I'm firing pearls here, people. I'm firing pearls. Take your finger and hit that thumbs up button, baby. And then if you guys are unaware, but I've got a new trifold out. It's a new indestructible trifold. Wow, look how close. I mean, you want to see something? Look. Look, cars have to swerve around him. It's just, why not put cones out there? Get yourself out of harm's way. Like, he's in harm's way. The man himself is in harm's way. That's crazy. But it's about officer safety. We know that, right? Put a 1 in the chat if you know it's not about officer safety, that it's about oppression, control, and despotism. I either got to get my shoulder, you know what it is? I got weak shoulders. That's what it is. Got to get these shoulders stronger. Now both hands are shaking. It's you know what it is? It's the shoulders. The shoulders get painful. It's a real safe place to be. He did ask me. He said, "I'm filling out my report, so please don't." I don't think he said, "Please don't talk to me," but he pretty much meant like, "Hey, don't talk to me while I'm filling out my report." And since he is in harm's way, I'm not down to distract a dude when he's standing in the street. But did you see that truck, how wide it had to turn? That truck had to turn super, super wide. So interesting. I'm giving him a good, like, you know, there's 3 full sidewalk squares between me and that copper, and obviously the woman who was in a car accident. But I'm going to keep the camera on her because, as you know, the reason why I film cops is because at any moment that cop could attack her, and he could literally attack her right this minute. You just don't know how it's going to go with these cops. I mean, we have seen it time and time and time again. Do you guys know why I film the cops? Do you know why I do this? Are you from America?
No.
Oh.
Tourists.
We have the worst police in America. Most cops are scum. They're pigs. Most cops are disgusting maggots that don't belong in our society. The cops in America are the joke of the world. In any country, city, state you go to, the cops of the United States are the worst. There's no worse thing in America than a cop. Just so you guys know. I just want you guys to know that. And the thing is that the gloves are off now. I'm not a criminal or a felon or any of that stuff. I'm a free American citizen, and these jackboot thug pigs have attacked me so many times. They're the worst people there are. Watch your back around these guys. I mean, just to answer the question clearly, the reason I filmed them is because at any moment this pig could attack. I'm just keeping it real. But people don't want to hear real. They want to say, why are you mean to pigs? How come you're so mean to pigs, Chille? Why would you talk so disrespectfully to him? Because this jackboot pig right here, if that woman right there had an unpaid ticket, instead of talking to her right now, he'd be putting her in torture cuffs. He'd be cuffing her up right this minute. Fender bender happens, her life gets turned upside down because her car is ruined. And this pig right here, if she had an unpaid ticket right now, instead of having any kind of cordial conversation with her, he'd put her in torture cuffs. Another car would be here to sweep her away and to take her away to the dungeon. And then people have the audacity to come to my videos and go, we don't need guys like this being disrespectful to the pigs. Really? Really? You think, so far, just the interaction alone with this pig here, how respectful was he to me? He came over here and told me not to stand where I'm standing. He wants dominion over me. He wants control over me. He craves control. It's his favorite thing. He can't wait to control somebody or something, especially somebody who won't push back or fight back, especially physically. Because these guys, they're all so tough, and nobody has fought back against them. Really, hardly ever. Hardly ever. Hardly ever. I mean, I still want to go beat up that loser in Ironton, Ohio, but it's just not worth my time. My time is better spent doing exactly what I'm doing, staying focused on change and educating people. It's the reason why I film these filthy pigs, is because they're the most dangerous thing there is on earth. There's nothing worse than a pig in the United States. It's just true. I'm not saying anything that's not true. I mean, it's about officer safety, right? But the guy's motorcycle's out in the street. It's about officer safety, but look at his motorcycle. It is literally past. Look, take a look. It is past. You see that? There's the car right there. His motorcycle is further out in the street. If it was about officer safety, he'd get some cones in here. He'd get some lights on stands right around this car. He put some lights on the car. There's those lights that flash when you put them on the car. But it's not about officer safety. Look, this guy couldn't even get around. Oh, there's a guy in the street right there, I see. So a guy in the crosswalk right there with a copper right here. See, I've figured out something, right? It's not about me getting arrested by these pigs, right? It's not so much that I need to go and flex my rights and get arrested by these pigs. It's that I need to come here when they pull people over and film the pigs and explain to you guys the reason why they're such scum. They're such scumbags. And people are like, I read the last video, people are like, oh, you're just so full of hatred. I'm full of hatred? You obviously don't know anything about me. I'm full of love. I'm full of love. The problem is, right, that I know how this guy will treat other people if there's not a camera on. See, if there's no camera on and this guy gets irritated with anybody, he will beat the holy hell out of them. And then they'll hide the body cam footage. Look at the traffic jam. Look at the traffic jam. Look. You know, I don't want to tell you how to do your job or anything, but if you pulled that bike in just 4 feet, you would end that traffic jam that is caused.
Yes, sir.
That's all I'm saying. Because then you'd like be a public servant and not a cop. Big difference. Public servant would mean I'd move my bike for the public. A cop means I'll just put my bike out in the middle of the road if I want. I'm the boss. I'll just put my bike wherever I want.
Yeah, thank you for the tip.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's just the perception. See, this car's coming around? I'll show you. There it is on video. You can see that you're impeding traffic like this, but I know you don't care. I get it. Giving her a ticket. Let's give her a ticket. Hold on, I gotta lose my face camera. He's giving her a ticket. He's giving her a ticket right now. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out if he gave her a ticket just now. Is he giving her a ticket? Was he here? Did he see the accident happen? Or maybe that's just a receipt. I hope it's just a receipt. I really hope it's not a ticket. I hope it's just a receipt. I think it's just a receipt. Is it a receipt or a ticket? Mr. Crime Stopper? Is it a receipt or a ticket? Ma'am, did you get a ticket or a receipt? Is that did you get a ticket or a receipt? Did you get a ticket, ma'am, or is that a receipt?
No, it's not a ticket.
Not a ticket. Okay, thanks. So it's not a ticket. Okay, it's not a ticket. It's not the other cars, it's the cop, dude. Stop honking. This is what News Now Ninja got arrested for in Houston when he told the copper, hey, get your bike out of the street, and the bike cop wouldn't. And then News Now Ninja approached him, and then he arrested him for really no good reason, but he did it. See, now the cop suckers are gonna go, oh, he's got his bike there to protect the car, so no one hits the car, so there's not another car accident. What's the premier numero uno concern when you are forced to be involved with pigs? What's the numero uno concern? Officer safety. So this car, it's a Toyota, it's a Camry. Looks like a Camry here. Is it a one down from a Camry, a Corolla? It might be a Corolla. This car's worth 10 grand. You're telling me the car's worth 10 grand, but the officer's gonna put his life on the line to protect a car? Or, follow me here, is it a gigantic, big, fat ego where he'll just put his bike wherever the hell he wants? He'll just do whatever he wants. He don't care. You think LVMPD gives two rips about this car right here? They don't. The premier, most concerning thing when you're involved with a copper is officer safety. Doesn't seem very safe to me right here. I mean, literally out in the street, and I'm on the intersection of Decatur and Flamingo. This is an extraordinarily thick and busy intersection. This is a major intersection in Las Vegas. But it doesn't matter to him. Now watch the cars. Watch. Look. Look at the cars. You can see they all have to cut, turn in. This truck's gonna slam his brakes on and squirt. They got to go around. Look, he has to slow down the motorcycle cops in the road. Here comes the bus again. Let me see. Look how close the bus is. Look at this. Scumbag. So which is it? Is it officer safety or put the bike in the road to protect a car? Which is it? I'm just dying to know which it is. Vote in the chat. You guys go ahead, have a conversation in the chat right now. Tell me, is it about officer safety or is it about making sure that that car is protected from oncoming traffic down Flamingo Boulevard? I'm going to go with that the officer safety thing is bullshit. To be an oppressive, despotistic state like America. We're living in a state of despotism. I don't even know if despotistic is a word. Sounds good though. I mean, and look, these cars coming right at him, dude. He doesn't care. He just stands there. He just stands there. He doesn't care. Look. Oh, you taking care of traffic? Like you think they're going to hit a parked car? I don't think they're going to hit a parked car. Just the same old garbage, dude. Day in, day out. Oh, sorry about that. Let me step out of your way. Here comes those tourists that I freaked out. Go back to your country and tell everybody. Tell everybody what I told you. We need help here in this country. And the only help that's going to come is if one of us gets into executive power and changes cops from the top down, which is exactly what I plan on doing. I literally can't stand it. Like every second that this pig stands here, see the traffic oncoming right here? Every second that he stands there and traffic has to gum up and honk, he's standing in the road. No yellow vests, no lights, no nothing. Just standing there. Like, incredible to me. Incredible. He's just standing there in the road. But it's about officer safety, right? Which is it? I'd like to know which one it is. Can someone tell me? There's nobody he can kill left here. But, you know, I would be happy to catch a fender bender that he causes by putting his bike in the middle of the road, which is so unnecessary. He does not need to put his motorcycle in the middle of the street. But this is what we get in our country. We have lost control of peace officers in America, and it has to be disbanded and restarted. We're not gonna defund cops. That's stupid. We're gonna defund law enforcement, and we're gonna fund rights protectors. There's a very big difference between those two things. See, and the fact that, to be perfectly honest, right? It's not so much that I enjoy, you know, that this piggy's uncomfortable. It's not that I enjoy it. It's that there's clear battle lines drawn between them and us. They have decided that they're on a team. They call, here comes traffic, but maybe you're protecting the car, right? You're protecting the car with the motorcycle? Because, I mean, I'd say probably 10,000 people will watch this. at least probably 10,000, probably 7,000 tomorrow, you know? And they can see traffic's got to slow down. It doesn't affect you at all, huh? Screw the public. Screw the public, man. I'll put my bike wherever I want. Screw the public. I can park this bike wherever I want. But it's for officers. Now this guy's trying to make a U-turn, but he can't. Just got it. Just got it. Not very safe for officers, that's all I'm saying. In the street with no yellow vest on. You got to be protecting the car, right, officer? Can you tell us, for the 10,000 people who see this tomorrow, can you tell me why are you doing it? Like, I've told you your bike's in the way. Is it, like, what is it? Tell me. I'm just dying to know. What is it? Why won't you move your bike to stop impeding traffic? I'm just curious. There's nobody here but me and you, dude. Oh, I see. I'm not worthy of your answer, huh? I'm not worthy of your engagement. I got it. Okay. Can I get your name and badge number so I can put it on the video? That'd be great. Then people will be able to call your station and go, man, that copper was told. It's on video. I mean, you're going to look like a dunce cap, bro. It's going to look bad for you. What would look really bad is if someone comes around the corner and clips your car, or God forbid, hurts a human being. Well, I don't like that you're a copper. I don't want to see you get hit by a car. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine that? Could you imagine I don't want to see you be hurt? Isn't that amazing? Meanwhile, though, you'd put those torture cuffs on me in 2 seconds flat, bro. And I would say, these hurt. And you would say, I can get a finger in there. You see the difference? You see the difference? We care so deeply about human life. And the people who we've hired to protect and serve, they put torture cuffs on people after they've shot them full of holes. There's a clear divide between them and us. That's for sure. This guy, and you got people, and for all the people saying, oh, look at this guy being mean to coppers. This guy would hurt me. Look, they can't get around. They got to switch lanes. They can't get around the copper. They got their high beam. Look, all of traffic, look, see how open it is? Because all of traffic is bottled up right here. It's all bottled up. Where Senor Importante here has decided that he's more important than the people he serves. If he just moved his car in a bike in just 3 feet, it would stop the impediment. He's not going to do that, though. Sorry about that. I had to switch hands here real quick. It is amazing, isn't it? It is. I mean, it is absolutely amazing that I've sat here and I've explained to this man, I've shown this man that he's impeding traffic and that all they preach is officer safety, and this guy's walking around on the street. He doesn't care. And people will say, oh, you know, there's delete Lawz out there ratcheting things up to get views and likes. Hey guys, people were coming here anyway. And number two, I'm telling the truth. I'm saying the truth out loud. Whoa, there's a very scary thing. I'm telling the truth that this copper should care more about the people he serves than him standing in the street. What are you gonna do? My shoulders are killing me. I'm at 28 minutes now. Both shoulders. Like here, let me relax. There it is. There. Ooh, there's relax. Ooh, whoa, stop. Let me get control again. I relax my hands and the shakes because it's. So I used to think it was because of adrenaline. Nope. Ugh. It's not because of adrenaline. It's because when you hold your hands up for more than 10 or 15 minutes, your shoulders start to, those small stabilizer muscles. Look how close these cars are coming to this copper. I mean, look at this, dude. Look at this. This is incredible. But it's okay because he's a cop. He can do this. He can do whatever he wants. He's a copper. He could tell me I can't stand on the sidewalk because I'm too close to a car that he's engaged with. I'm surprised he didn't say it was for officer safety. Well, you couldn't have, look, this car stopped in the intersection trying to get around the copper. Same old, same old. See, it's not so much that this is going to have a huge effect on the city or traffic or you know, someone's going to get hurt, which could happen. It's that this filthy pig is a public servant. His job is to serve the public. And instead, upon hearing the information that his motorcycle is in the middle of traffic, he doesn't move it. He should have moved it. Yeah, you guys started it. You started the war. You started the war against people. And now good people like me come out. Eventually, I'm going to get one or two of you guys on film and get you fired. It's just a matter of when it happens. Every city or state I go to, I get a couple cops relieved of duty or they resign. So I'll catch a couple of you guys before I leave Las Vegas. File my lawsuit on Monday. I filed my lawsuit for $5 million on Monday against LVMPD. You guys get sued on Monday, which you will lose badly. Yeah, but what I really want to do is get a couple of you fired. That's my goal. Get a couple of you guys have to resign early. But it's going to get worse than that. I can't say anything else, but it's going to get worse than that. The whole change is coming to the police department. You guys are going to have to change the way things are done. But we're going to change it for you. Friday night, Vegas. No fear, huh? Back to traffic. Look, he's got his back to traffic. He's impeding traffic. The truck has to slow down to a crawl, and his back is to traffic. I thought it was for officer safety. What happened to officer safety? What happened? No more officer safety? There's no more officer safety anymore. He's got his back to traffic. What a joke, dude. You've proven my point. I appreciate your time. You have a good night, officer. Officer. What's that? You say goodbye? Thank you. I appreciate you saying goodbye. I am a person, you know. I wouldn't be so mean to you guys if you treated us better, you know. I'm just reciprocating what happens to me all the time with coppers. So I actually wish you nothing but health, dude. God bless you. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. You always film police. Always. Always, always, always film police. Always, always. There's never a time that you don't film police. All right, fellas, I'm gonna get the flock out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for coming. Later, Gators.